Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Connie.
My name is Connie Mark, and I'm from an island in the West Indies called Jamaica. Today, I'm going to tell you a very nice story, and it is called The Swallowing Drum. Once upon a time, in a village in Nigeria, there lived this little girl called Ndidi.
And Didi must never go in the forest.
Too dangerous. But that's not fair. Go and play with your friends.
Well, she obeyed for a long time, but this special day, after her mother and father left, she decided she's going to take a little tiny walk into the forest. It was a nice day when the sun was shining and it wasn't too hot and there was no rain. Mostly when you do things that you're not supposed to do, you feel happy, don't you? Although you're being very naughty, and she was being very naughty because she was told not to go into the forest all by herself. Anyway, just as she reached a certain point, she saw two roads, one going to the left and one going to the right. So she stood there and she decided, what road shall I take? And then she decided to take the right road. And just as she reached a little way on, she saw a little drum.
Turn back, Ndidi. Listen, please, listen to little size me. Turn back, Ndidi.
So she ignored Little Drum and she walked on. And she was skipping along and she was doing a little jerka dance. And when she reached a little way on, she saw a middle-sized drum.
Turn back, Ndidi. Listen, please listen to middle-sized me. Turn back, Ndidi.
And then, when she walked a little way on, what did she see? This big drum, a budum, a budum, a budum.
Turn back, Ndidi. Please listen to big size me. Listen with your ears, listen with your eyes. Turn back, Ndidi.
She was just about to dance away when she saw just in front of her a big clearing, a big open space. Now she got frightened now.
Where do you think you're going?
beside the drum, there were other people. It was a bit dark, but she could notice some of the people in there were actually from the village that she was from. And they were all crying and they were all weeping and they were begging the big drum to let them out, and he did not do anything about it. Well, by this time, her mother and father went home and they noticed she wasn't home. They went into her bedroom, so she's usually there when they came back from the farm. Well, they got suspicious now, and they said, I bet you she's disobeyed us and she's gone in the forest. So they went and they started walking. As soon as they reached a little way, they saw the little drum. And then they walked on another little further way, and they saw the middle-sized drum. And a little further, and they saw the big-sized drum. Anyway, what indeed his father did was say to his wife, would you please go back to the village? And would you tell all the people there, we have a problem. I think indeed is locked up in this big swollen drum, and we've got to get her and the other people out. Tell them to bring their axes and machetes and cutlasses so that we can open this horrible big drum and get them out. So his wife turned back and she went to the village, and all the people whom she saw, she said, please, please, I think my daughter is locked up in this big, horrible, swallowing drum. Could you come back with me into the forest with your cutlasses and your machetes and see if we can get them out?
Look!
They hugged and they kissed and they were so glad to see their families, and their families were glad to see them. And there was a great cheer. And I'm telling you, everybody went back to the village in great spirits, dancing to the beat of the big drum, the middle-sized drum, and the little drum all the way home.